Peace, reflections, and divine greetings to the chosen ones. Alright, let me get my book. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about in today's video yet, I'm just letting shit happen as it happens. Alright, there was a few things I wanted to talk about. Man, I can only remember one of them right now. So yeah, because of what's going on and what's about to happen, right, with the sun and this matrix, yeah, so there was something about the four horsemen, right, and, I was trying to figure out, because when I was listening to how they were telling the stories about him, and, what the horses, like, how they represented shit, right, I think they said something about the white horse eating the pale one or something, or consuming something like that. But yeah, it was like the colors of the horses represent the colors of the sun. So we just left the pale one, right? The golden, the yellow one, and now we're in the white one. And I think next is the red sun and the black one. So yeah, that being said, try to start fasting with everything, going on all types of detoxes, like especially dopamine detoxes, because of all the fucking chemicals that we daily ingest, and then some of the other chemicals that, certain groups of us ingest, like drugs, certain medicines and shit like that, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to, start like last year, like 2020. We gotta start them type shit. Like, yeah, it's time to start cutting away from a lot of shit. And then, like, once you go on these detoxes and shit, like I said, it's just to prepare you, right? It's just to prepare you for what's gonna happen. You don't have to choose this as a lifestyle, but you do need to prepare yourself. And you can use these things also for, improving yourself in certain places, especially just with discipline in general, right? Honestly. Because, yeah, I just watched Wolfman. It was something else I watched. But yeah, Wolfman, bro, that shit right there, bro. This shit is crazy. That shit is cool, though. It's cool. It's like, the thing that's cool about it is, like, when bro got affected, he started slowly going into the spiritual realms. And, like, the way they show it is he can see the souls through people's eyes and shit glowing. And then, like, the way they speak, it's like trying to talk on a phone, but the phone, there's something wrong with the phone. Oh, Sinners, that was the other one. That was the other one I watched. But yeah, I'm not talking about Control Freak yet, because I just watched that again. And I just noticed that there was a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit I still gotta write down. So yeah, today we're just gonna talk about Fight Club or something, because I've been watching a lot of movies. That's pain. Okay, so yeah, in the beginning of the movie Fight Club, right? Like you can see Brad Pitt flickering, like while I don't know these movie dude names. The main character, I forgot his name in the movie as well. But yeah, you can see that dude, like, while he's having his schizophrenic trips, and seeing his dual personality, right? He sees him flicker when certain people are saying shit, or when he's narrating certain parts or certain experiences he goes through. And then, like, either they'll repeat a line or they'll pause, and then when they say the line, you'll see Brad Pitt flicker. Like, some of those lines is, "That's pain," right? I forgot what they're like. It's not just like the phrases, but the phrases are very, meaningful. But then again, like the situations that they're saying these phrases in, right? Like the context that they're talking, like what they're talking about is even more important. Oh yeah, I think he was talking about. Wow, he was talking about men having testicular cancer and growing boobs because of that. It's something about like pride, but also physical pain and then mental pain, emotional shit too, right? So it's like, to it's just showing you like how certain things in this world, certain experiences in this world is not really worth the world, right? And like we only get all those kinds of dumb cancers and diseases and shit because we contribute to the world. We eat all the food, we play their shit, watch the movies and shit. It's not just fucking up our psychology to the point where it tells our mind to tell our cells to give us diseases, right? Like placebo, right? The placebo is just more evidence of manifestation within the body, and how the body, the brain, the mind uses the brain uses the body to manifest things into this reality, into this, to manifest realities onto this material world, right? But yeah, that's pain. So he was talking about how he was struggling to go to sleep, right? And how when he would, wake up, right? He didn't even say, going to sleep. He just said after he would wake up, he would be in a whole different spot, in a whole different, like, state type shit. Like, and he would be very extremely tired. So this is a good example of, the shit that our higher selves be doing when we go to quote unquote sleep, right? Because when we shift over into our spirit body like that, we have some missions to help carry out on this planet as well, right? But we also have lives and other, praises too. So, where was I going with that? Let me look at the paper again. Like, how is the words "that's pain" help me remember this shit? It's only because I wrote it down with that energy. But anyways, yeah, that was a good example of shit that our higher self be doing. Also, the shit that they were talking about in this movie, like the one random part in the movie, you can see them all in the house, right? In that old broken down house, and like the team or the clan or whatever, they was all in there doing their thing. Then one dude had to come up on another dude saying like, "Bro, are you kidding me? Why are you smoking this in the house? Do you know how much ether is in the house?" Type shit. I'm like, oh, okay. Also, they was talking about heart chakra openings or awakenings and shit. They was talking about a lot of spiritual shit in this movie. Not just spiritual shit, metaphysical shit in this movie that has already been proven type shit. And it was just crazy, like, how did this go completely over our heads, bro? You know how many times, I didn't watch this movie that many times, but like, still, this movie would be on all the time on FX type shit, on TV, or on what was it called, AND, ANZ, ANS, something like that. I think it was called ANS. Whatever. It would be on shit like that all the time in the background, and like, we just watch it for entertainment or tune into it while we're doing other shit, right? But still, like, what the fuck? So this is another reason why Gen Z is fucking so woke, because like we when we watch this shit, even though we're still watching it for entertainment, we're still paying attention to the shit that they're breaking down. So yeah, that's another reason why you might know like advanced scientific words and shit, or like you can be able to use them but you won't really know them type shit, you know. It's because like your brain has already processed it before it caught up to you in this 3D world, right? Because when you see it in the 3D world, you can clearly see it, but when it's manifesting through the higher realms, it's not that clear. And you know, it's a lot of shit that leads to confusion. But wake up. The next line is wake up ASA. Oh, wake up as a different person, right? Yeah. So he wasn't just struggling waking up in different states and shit. He was also struggling with waking up in a whole different state of being. And this is something that we be doing as well. Like, we don't just evolve ourselves in our waking life. We also evolve ourselves in our sleeping life, right? Let me wipe this real quick. Yeah, I'm still smoking. Oh, right. I don't want to say this, but you know, you might have to be grounded a lot before you can master self-discipline or self-control, right? It's like, you know, getting grounded, right? But when I'm saying you have to be grounded, I'm saying it from the earthling phrase that we created in this life, right? How when we say, get off me, oh my goodness, there's a bunch of flying ants. Can you go somewhere? It's cute.